I want to thank Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring today's video. I've got their mattresses in my tiny house, my RV, and my camper van, and I really enjoy them. Do you need a mattress for your home or RV? Then go to rvmattress.com/campervankevin. Use the coupon code campervankevin to get 25% off your purchase. All right, now back to our video. Hey everybody, Camper Van Kevin here. How are y'all doing today? Me? I'm doing real well. As you can tell, I'm here at my purple tiny house. If you're new to the channel, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Got some things going on this morning I want to show you. I'm here with a wolf pack this morning. We got Dexter, he's our newest member. We got Tucker taking it easy in the chair. We got Martini, she heard me, and the baby May. Yes ma'am, all helping me do a video this morning. So I realize there may be some people that are new to the channel that don't know about the purple tiny house. I've been on YouTube right at 11 years now, mostly traveling in my RV across the United States. A few years ago, when things got kind of crazy, we had the lockdowns, the economy started to falter, I decided that even though living in an RV was great, it might be time to have my own dirt again. It became increasingly hard to find a campsite. If you're out of state, they wouldn't let you stay there. They shut down the national forest. Things we never heard of, never expected. So I decided that, I needed to own my own land. I purchased this 10 by 20 shed and converted it. It was used. It was about 5 years old when I got it 4 or 5 years ago. Originally it was in New Mexico. I've brought it here to Concho, Arizona. I stay in it and my RV back and forth. Generally, I'm taking the RV down to warmer temperatures in the winter. And if I stay here in the winter, I stay in the purple tiny house. Purple tiny house is powered by 8 400-watt solar panels, giving me over 3,000 watts of solar power. I am also lucky enough to be tied to the grid, so I do have electricity here, and everything's run through my Sun Gold Power 8,000 watt hybrid inverter. I can run off solar, I can run off of electricity, grid power, or I can let this one decide what it wants to do. So it has like an intelligent mode. My tiny house here is like a 16 by 10 living area with a 4-foot porch. It's a dry cabin. I do have a porta potty that I empty into my septic here. I have a small kitchenette. Being here at 7,000 feet elevation, I really don't need air conditioning, but I do need heat. I heat with my Mr. Heater tied to a large propane tank outside. And I also heat with wood on my G stove here. Does a handy dandy, great job. Even though I've got solar, even though I've got power, the heart of my on-grid, off-grid system are my lithium batteries that I keep stored under the bed. This bed has a hinge on it. I can lift it up, access my batteries. It does take a little effort to get that 2x4 in there to prop it up, but it works great. So all in all, my on-grid, off-grid system here in the Purple Tiny House Well, it's been working flawlessly, but I've had one bad issue. It gets cold up here in the White Mountains of Arizona. I've personally seen minus 10 degrees. I've heard they can reach minus 20. I think we've had a pretty mild winter or two since I've been here the last 2 years. But, you know, you need to kind of be prepared for everything. I run security cameras, security system. I got a few other things that I need electricity for. Everything's going through that SunGold Power inverter and the batteries. My issue, when it gets real cold up here, well, I've got wheels under one of my houses, and I've been known to go down to Phoenix and Quartzsite and stay down there till the worst of the weather blows over. Everything has worked great, but the problem that I've had with lithium batteries is that many of them have a BMS to cut the battery charging off if it gets too hot. Very few have a BMS that cut it off if it gets too cold. If you charge your lithium batteries under 32 degrees, they're going to get damaged. Now, so far, I've just used my propane heater up here. It's worked great. But what if I'm 4 or 5 hours away, this pilot light blows out, it's minus 10, minus 20 up here, and the temperature, even though this building's insulated well, it starts dropping. It's been a constant worry for me, and I feel like it's also been a waste of propane to heat this building, even though I'm not here. With the lowest setting, I'm still using $20, $30 a month in propane, and I'm always worried that that pilot light's going to blow out. I do have an electric heater backup, but it uses so much power, I'm just not comfortable running it through the system if I don't have to. All right, well, I kind of got ahead of myself this morning. I've taken my lithium batteries that I had out. There's always some trash under here. Yeah, this is where I store my batteries, a little bit of dust, some dust bunnies, and my end-of-world collection of baby wipes, you know, because you never know, right? So a few little odds and ends. Great place for storage, great place for batteries. These are the lithium batteries that I had here under the bed. These are Ampertime batteries, 200 amp hour. These are lithium. They do have a BMS if they get too hot, but not if they get too cold. These have worked flawlessly, but technology has improved, has increased, and now there are lithium batteries that have a cold weather cutoff to save them from getting damaged if they try to charge when it's too cold. Power Queen reached out to me, told me that they had a new battery that had the cold weather cutoff, and asked if I'd like to use them here in the Purple Tiny House. Well, absolutely. I'd like to give them a try. Be a lot of stress off of me when I'm not here at camp. I run a 48 volt system. If you get a dark floor, it's going to show all your trash and all your dirt. So I run 4 12 volt batteries, make a 48 volt system out of them. Here are the new Power Queens. These are 200 amp hour. These are 280 amp hour. So not only do I get a battery that won't get damaged if it gets cold, I get more storage as well. I've already got 3 out, and I've cracked the box on this one, and I thought I'd show you just how nice they've got these things packaged. Heavy duty box, wrapped in plastic. Fit real nice and tight here in this styrofoam. My batteries got here without a scratch. Now it's marketed on the battery as a trolling motor. and more. It works great for an off-grid situation like I've got. So they call this technology on the Power Queens the LTCP, low temperature charging protection. So when Power Queen reached out to me and I told them about my my cold weather problems here at camp, they were more than happy to send me these batteries to test for them. Can't thank them enough. I'm not familiar with Power Queen, but by the time this is over and done with, I will be. I've only known one person that's had Power Queen, and I called them up and they told me they've had good service out of their batteries so far. So let me get these hooked up and get all the lights going again. Batteries were good. AGM batteries were even better. But now, it's time to sweep the floor. Now, it's the time for lithium. You get a lot more power, many more life cycles, and they weigh 3 times less than a comparable battery. You can only discharge an AGM or wet battery 50%. With a lithium, get down to almost 100%. So you get more power out of the same size battery. Thanks, Dexter. And it weighs 3 times less. And the prices for lithium have gone way, way, way down. Much more affordable now. All the Power Queens are in here. And listen, just want to let you know that no dust bunnies were harmed in this video. Well, maybe just one. There was one that lived right over here. This always makes me nervous hooking these up. Let me get it done. All right, got them all tied up. Haven't hooked up that last positive yet. I always get a little arc with a 48-volt system. Kind of freaks me out a touch. I'm going to do it last. I'm not going to be running the camera at the same time. You want these lugs tight, but not too tight. And they also gave me these nice little lug caps to keep from potentially causing a short. Even though I use this for storage under here, I do not put anything on top of these batteries. Nothing. No way, no how. If I was that desperate for storage, I just build a shelf to put stuff under. All right, the last two, I'm going to do it off camera. I'll be back in a second. And just like I expected, that last connection, it sparked. And the rest of the dust bunnies that were living under my bed, turns out there were several families that ran out the door when it sparked. So I guess it's a win-win. But that looks nice to me. Nice and neat. I'm going to set my 2x4 prop rod down, go turn on the solar panels, flip the switches on the inverter. See if we have lights. We have light. So I want to thank Power Queen Batteries. TV just cut on. So I want to thank Power Queen Batteries for allowing me to test their batteries here in the Purple Tiny House. It's early spring here now. It just has quit snowing. So it's going to be a while before I can test their low temperature capabilities. But I'll do a follow-up integration video in the next month or so and tell you how they're working. If you're interested in the Power Queen batteries, go to www.powerqueen.com. Check out their batteries. Down in the description below under this video, it's quite possible that I'll have some coupon codes or some links that'll get you there, and you can learn more about the batteries on the website. All right. I think that's going to make today's video. Yep. So I'm going to end it where? Right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we'll see you again soon. You guys take care. And as always, I give God the glory for my life. Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. See you next video. Bye from Concho, Arizona. Did that in one take.